Hey, thank you for joining us for episode 9 of Fool's Banter Radio. I'm your host, Brad. Joining me, as usual, are
Steve,
Keith,
and once again, we have special guest,
Josh.
How you doing, man? Thank you for coming back.
I love coming to do this podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. We enjoy it. So we have a little bit of news. Unfortunately, Edwin is no longer going to be one of the co-hosts of the podcast. No bad blood or anything. He just wasn't able to continue giving the time, which is fine and everything. But it looks like we have Josh is going to come on and be the permanent fourth member of our crew.
Yep.
You excited?
Special guest. I wanted this spot.
No, you went from special guest to permanent member in like snap of a finger just now.
I'm okay
on the
with
intro
it.
of this podcast. But yeah, we got an exciting show going. We're going to be talking about some video games as usual, and then we're going to talk about some projects like crafts and stuff that we've done. Pretty cool. And then I got
a story about more video games.
Yeah, a story about more video games to start us off and everything. It's actually a story about the release of Skyrim.
I also have a story about that.
Yeah, sweet. It'll be fun. So what have you guys been doing besides everything else that we've been doing? Huh? If that makes sense.
It was my birthday on Thursday.
Oh yeah, it was. That's right.
Birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. I figured that out because I was super excited because my wife went and took a little mini vacation with a friend in a hotel, just to get away or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so I got the whole house. I'm like, I'm going to invite Josh and Keith. I'm going to buy Path of Exile beta keys, and we're just going to have a Path of Exile night. It's going to be sweet.
He was telling me about this.
And then I messaged Josh, and he's like, nah, it's my birthday. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I sat there and played Path of Exile alone. In my tears.
Forever alone.
After a while, I got on, and we played some tanks.
Did we?
Shellshock Live, actually. Not tanks. It's like tanks.
We didn't play tanks then. No, that was the other night. You asked me if I wanted to play tanks. I said, no, I'm having Path of Exile night.
Right.
But yeah, that game is fun.
You're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I played tanks.
I played tanks.
I
that's you, loser.
I don't know. I don't like playing that game by myself.
Steve,
not as fun.
Steve, that is a jammin' cowboy hat
That's
you
a
got
jammin'
on.
cowboy hat you got on.
Well,
there.
thank you. I love this cowboy hat.
Exact same one.
Like twins.
when did we not get the tweets?
The tweets.
You
the
guys
cowboy hat
communicated.
tweets.
Yeah.
Send out the
Well, I
department
put in the text
memo.
that it's a cowboy themed party. Why didn't you bring your hats and assless chaps? Come on now.
I brought my boots. They're in
You
the car.
These boots on walking. But yeah, sorry I interrupted you. What were you guys saying you were doing?
Yeah.
Well, we when we went over to celebrate his party, we went over to Chris's, his cousin, first. We just played UFC and
The new
UFC.
Like
PlayStation.
real UFC?
No.
Like you fought each other?
No.
Yeah.
My
Keith, it was kind of interesting. It was my birthday, but Keith bought my cousin a new PlayStation controller.
Oh, nice! Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Here's your cousin.
Because my cousin, no offense if he's hearing this, but he rages at video games so
he
freaking
breaks
hard,
controllers.
and he
Nah,
smashes it.
Controller breakers.
I don't think he smashes it. I think he's got it clenched in his hand squeezing it, and he's banging the table, and all you hear is the table fucking
Bunch
rattle.
of rage monsters.
Yeah,
man.
he gets super rage. But Keith bought him a new controller, so we sat there and we played the new UFC game that he got. And I figured out that I'm really freaking good at that game, and I only played 2 rounds of it.
Yeah. Well, our video plan for next week, spoilers, is you guys are going to try to all beat me at fight night.
I'm gonna win.
You got win. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose.
I'm not
Sorry.
going to
What?
This guy, it's a whole different world. That is my jam.
It's completely different than any fighting game you've ever played.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, the loser is the one at the bottom of the board. I'm not just not
Yeah.
gonna win.
What's your point?
I'm not gonna
the
lose.
dictionary.
I'm not gonna lose.
Loser means that you don't win.
Yeah. Tip of the day.
What
about
about
you,
you?
Steve?
What have you been up to?
Besides
you know,
playing tanks by yourself,
Yeah,
and crying,
Shellshock by yourself.
no, working at Wally World,
working at Wally World,
living the dream.
Yeah. You get to walk around with the radio still?
Shitty people. Yeah, I hate the radio.
How many
Yeah.
Wallies have you seen there?
None.
Wall?
What does that
Wally!
even
A little robot?
Yeah.
Just in the toy section?
mean? You know, I might have seen a Wally in the toy section.
Yeah, you
Probably.
have.
Nice. Yeah, I use the radio too because I work
no.
security. Go ahead.
Last was it last Sunday? No, it wasn't last Sunday. The 4th. It was the 4th. I'm crazy.
Okay.
The 4th was like
Of July?
yes.
Shit. When
The
that
4th
happened?
and the weekend before it were like the busiest day. It's like the busiest days for Walmart.
Well, yeah.
It was so hectic. It
We
was
sold
crazy.
so many hot dogs.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
No, the hot dogs. They my manager read
You're
off
in the
all
meat department.
Yeah, I
us,
know,
too.
but my manager read off all like produce's numbers at like 4:00 in the afternoon, and there was still like the store's open 24/7, so there's many hours to go. And that day, we had like 300 watermelons sold by 4:00.
Why so many
and
watermelons?
Bananas was over
It's
a,
4th of July. Everybody
like
loves
bananas was
watermelons.
over 1,000 at that point.
Well, that's because bananas are always that high.
Yeah, no,
Bananas
not that
go like
high. Not over
crazy.
1,000 in a day.
That's crazy.
That's
yeah,
me.
but yeah, we got
Love my
first
bananas.
in all three of our in the meat department. We got
I'll
we
eat
got
so many
first
of them
of
things.
the whole district for all our sales. I was like one of the only ones.
Damn,
there,
did
so.
you get money?
No, but we're gonna have a good bonus.
You're going to have a good bonus.
Good bonus.
So, yes.
Selling all them
Yes.
them steaks.
Nice. You don't like the radio?
No, it's
Like I
annoying.
said,
It's
I
annoying.
work
And hitting the
security.
stupid-
I kind of like the
stupid
radio.
managers.
I don't ever
like,
listen to the
complain.
radio. I only
No,
No, it's
no,
not
I
the radio.
just-
It's like a radio to
like-
talk to
like-
everybody.
Okay, I was like, what are you guys talking about?
No, at work, I like the radio because I can sit there and listen to everything that's going on at work because I work security somewhere. And
Why don't you like the radio?
Because the managers at Walmart are
I like
retarded.
what's been going on with me is that there's been a fire over by my work.
Yeah.
Like crazy, like a bazillion acres.
Like a bazillion.
Like a bazillion. It's like 100,000 acres now, and that whole side of that mountain is crazy black every time I
Yeah.
drive home. But that fire was going crazy. They've had to close off the roads a couple times when I'm at work, so I get like stuck there, and there's no relief that comes and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm over at a warehouse that's separate from the main facility, and we have no radio signal over there. And so they use a little iPhone that I communicate with the main control
Yeah.
throughout the day and everything. But the fire knocked out all the cell towers
Yeah.
and also knocked out the Wi-Fi. So I'm sitting there with no
we-
communication with these people for over half my shift. Like for hours and hours, I'm sitting there going, what the hell is going on? I don't know where this fire is and everything. Because it
Yeah.
started while I was at work.
Damn.
And so I'm sitting there, and every time someone would go to the main facility, I'm like, hey, can you stop in the security office and ask them to send the mobile patrol over to let me know what's going on?
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Comes all the way to
Nobody
the
ever
end of my
came?
shift. And I'm sitting here going, what the hell? I have no communication. And all of a sudden, the people in the warehouse are freaking out, and they come walking out and everything, and the supervisor's like talking on the phone with his supervisor, and he looks over at me and he goes, we're all leaving because one of our guys was just on the other side of the hill, and he said the fire's coming right over this way. It's
He's
almost
like,
here.
peace.
And he's like, we're all leaving. We're evacuating. If the fire gets over to those fuel tanks right there, it's going to be too late. So we're all taking off. And I'm like, I have no way of talking to control. I can't abandon my post. You know, that's a bad thing when you're security. You can't
Yeah.
abandon your post. So I'm like, what the hell?
That's scary.
He actually had a phone that worked because he was talking to his supervisor because he was Verizon.
True. Good point.
And so I borrowed his phone for a second. I tried calling control. I tried like 3 of their different numbers and no answer from any of them. All
Damn.
right to voicemail.
That's when you want
Finally,
some.
I got a hold of the account manager for the second company that I work for. And he goes, oh, it sounds like, I explained it to him and he says, it sounds like you need to evacuate the warehouse and call it a day.
Really?
So I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm like, okay. So he's like, go around, lock up, do a patrol, make sure there's nobody else in the warehouse. He goes, and then go and find some way to call us.
And
And
let
I'm
us know.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I get no service over here. Someone said maybe at the gas station, maybe not. I might have to go far.
Nope.
And he's like, okay.
You don't
And
get
so,
no service out there.
Well, you do now, but usually you get I get great service with AT&T.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, and so I did what I everyone had left. I made sure it was all locked up, and I got in my car and I drove, went to the gas station, nothing. I went the one way on the freeway that you could go because the other way was blocked off, and I had to go all the way around the back roads to get home and everything.
It was all closed
and I'm
down.
like 35 minutes out, and finally I get cell service, and so I pull over and I call, and I get a hold of Brian again, and he's like, "Hey, you need to call Scott. Apparently, we didn't know you were gonna leave. It's gone all the way up to the main security manager. You abandoned your post.
Oh,
you need to call us back." I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me, dude?" I'm like, "You are killing me, man." And then finally I get a hold of them. I explain it to them, and they're like, "Oh, okay." So they're like, "Can you come back?" I'm like, 30 minutes out or whatever. And they're like, "Okay, just drive safe."
They're like, "Peace, buddy."
Yeah, I'm sitting there like with no service. I haven't heard from anybody in hours, like 6 hours.
And there's a fire
and there's
approaching
people running out of the warehouse going, "The fire's over here. We need to
We
get
need
out."
to get the fuck out.
They expect me to sit there and just twiddle my thumbs, like
Lock the doors and wait for you to burn to
defend
death.
against the fire.
Yeah. A couple people I told about it said, "Oh, you did the right thing," but still, I swear to God, it was a running joke though, because anytime I got an email saying, hey, thanks to everyone who stayed at their post last night. they're like, "Hey, we need to review these policies. We had a self-evacuation last week." Keep getting emails like that.
Damn.
And stuff, and then I heard over the radio, Mobile went over to the warehouse when I wasn't working there, and he comes back and says, "Everything's good over at the warehouse. No one's evacuating." I'm like, "Oh God, it's like a running joke or something."
That's
horrible.
But that's been my last couple of weeks with the fire going on.
The fire was crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild. Smoke everywhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke everywhere.
Yeah, we ready to move on to our games?
Yeah.
For this week. Who wants to start us off?
Skyrim.
Get us started, Keith.
Yeah.
Your
Skyrim.
game is Skyrim.
Skyrim.
You've been playing Skyrim again lately?
Yes, and I've been just ripping people's heads off, literally. Like, yeah.
Oh,
You know
been
how
going
Skyrim
ham on
werewolf?
it?
You werewolf?
Like how much you've been playing it lately?
That's like been the game I've been playing.
Every
is-
time
Really?
I see him lately, he's playing
So you
Skyrim.
playing it
Play
on
Skyrim?
the PS4?
Yeah.
Playing the remastered?
We're
Yeah.
playing the remaster.
Oh, so
and
you got mods on it?
He got the
Yeah.
remaster
Not
the
yet.
week that
I'm
it
trying
was-
to. I'm trying because the stupid thing is you don't get your trophies transferred over from PlayStation 3. I want my trophies because I
And
earned those.
have you already
fuckers.
beat the game?
Most part, yeah. I killed Alderman. I mean,
It's-
Then what? Spoilers. What's the spoilers for the 6-year-old game? What's the point of not playing with mods? I have this argument with my friends
because
every
I
day.
haven't-
Even the
I didn't-
trophies, who cares? You can go back and get the trophies later if you want them. The point is, right now you're into Skyrim, so why not make it the best experience you can while you're not bored of it?
I agree completely.
I won't
'Cause
get
I have
bored
been
of it.
playing
Yeah,
the
but
game
he's
with
not
as many
getting
mods
bored of
as I
it.
can get.
What if he's not getting bored of it, and then once he starts getting bored of it, that's when he should start getting bored
when
of
you
it.
go, yeah,
I
maybe,
haven't
but
done
when
the
you go
blood-
through,
I only defeated Alduin. I didn't. And
spoilers. No,
That's the
I didn't
end
do
of
it.
the story.
I didn't
The
do
story
the
is
Dragonborn.
Can you only mod a single profile at a time, or does it mod the entire?
mods
game?
It mods the
entire
entire game, but
See,
you can
you
load.
can- you can
if
turn
you
them
can
on
load
and off.
profiles.
See, that's the
modded
thing.
or not
I don't.
modded.
Okay.
Because like
Yeah, you can
my
play.
thing is the
I
whole.
say you should make another profile and start modding your next profile.
And play, yeah, you can play them back like
You
side
can-
to side if you really want to.
Honestly,
I'm just saying, eventually, not necessarily bored of it, but you'll get bored of it for that instance. You'll move on to a different game.
and then you'll come
I'm
back.
just saying,
to it
while
again.
you're really into it right now, you should jump
There's-
on them mods. There's some good ones.
like what?
But
Diverse Dragons.
Diverse
That's one
Dragons
of my favorite
is
ones.
great, man.
I was walking through. I was like, yeah, I'm like level 5. This needle dragon comes up. It's shooting poisonous needles
Oh,
at
it's
me.
crazy.
It hits me once, and my health bar goes down by half because of the poison.
You'll
I'm
get
like, oh,
these
shit.
twin ice dragons that are coming at
Yeah, there's
you.
like twin dragons
like
and stuff. where they
twin mini
spawn
ice
in a pair.
dragons that are coming. It's crazy. Dragons Diversified is insane. Man.
Apocalypse, the extra spells. There's some really awesome spells.
Oh, you get. There's a bunch of
noticed-
packages. There's like several of them that are like 100 new spells and everything. You get like Locust Swarm
What?
spells.
Yeah, you can.
Well, that's cool because whenever I play like an Elder Scrolls game, I always try to go as like a mage. So that sounds awesome.
Oh
But
man,
right
you'll
now-
love that one. Like a giant ray of like death beam.
Yeah, or like even like helpful stuff. Like there's one that's drop zone. You cast it on the ground and you won't take fall damage if you land in it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
you can jump off as high as you want.
These spell
amazing.
mods and Dragons Diversified at the same time.
And what is there?
Well,
What's that?
I mean, is it...
There's one that revamps the entire skill tree, which is really cool. It does it in cool ways.
Do you think that they're going to be putting the Skyrim mods on the Switch version of Skyrim? What do you...
I don't know. Maybe if it can handle it.
Yeah, the problem is like even with the Xbox, I don't know how big
is it laggy?
how big it is on the PlayStation, but they reserve only like 2 gigs for mods, so you can only go up to 2 gigs.
But even so, with the previous information I've gotten about something that's happening with Skyrim,
Come on, hit us up.
they're saying something about
this is your game.
Skyrim Cyrodiil. Like, I don't believe it's Cyrodiil itself completely being unlocked, but there's a portion of it. You remember how in Skyrim there's always those doors you can exit through? They're there for a reason.
No, I don't know.
You're talking about on the world
exit
borders.
Yeah, the world borders.
They just put a door at one of the world borders.
Those doors are going to be accessible.
Lazy.
I'm sure it's already been done with mods.
Yeah, no, it has been. I think
You can go to elsewhere in
yeah, you can go to elsewhere and people are somebody's making
elsewhere, which is the
entirety
Khajiit
of Cyrodiil
land.
as a mod.
Yeah, it's called elsewhere.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Well,
yeah,
the one I'm
elsewhere.
talking about, literally, it was they had a date for release. That's this
that'd
year.
be cool. I'll have to check it out, but
I don't
know.
think that's
a
an
real
actual DLC. I'm pretty sure that's a mod.
Maybe.
Sure?
They are releasing, Skyrim on new consoles.
yeah.
They might be releasing new DLC.
The only thing I know
expansion of it.
on Switch, they make it so it's just a mod, but they make it so you can play as Link.
See, okay, the reason
And
why...
it's just a reskin for the
that
character.
that
for
was
Link.
a mod that they turned.
Yeah,
out
that's
to be
just a
already.
mod.
They did the same thing with what's called Hearthstone, though.
Hearthstone?
Well,
Did they?
it was Hearth, I believe, in Skyrim.
It's
Oh.
Hearthfire and
Hearthfire,
Hearthfire. Yeah. That was originally a mod. But I want to talk about one more mod. And I forgot what it was, so continue.
Well, the reason why I was bringing up the Switch thing is I am here coming very soon. I'm going to be getting a Switch.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
I gotta get me a Switch.
Are you sure you want to do that, though?
I do. I'm getting it with a buddy.
Do you want to do that?
Me and him
do
are
you want
both
to do that
putting money
now,
into
or
it.
do you want to wait until they release a new version of the Switch, like a Switch Pro?
I'm wanting to get it
Switch
now,
Pro
dude.
XL.
I want to get it. I want to get on it right
You
now.
want to get on it right now?
I want the Switch, and just the idea of playing Skyrim on the go just sounds so fucking sick.
It
to
does
me.
sound fun.
But it's
Except
like-
I can
it's
already
like-
do that.
The graphics are like OG 6 years ago. Sorry, man. Because the Switch is not very good with graphics.
Oh, man.
I'm looking
But
forward to it.
the remastered with as many like better textures and what is it? ENBs? Is that what it is? Where it makes like the sky look better and stuff like that. All of those on the console, it's amazing.
What are you doing, Keith? You looking it up?
Yes, I am looking
Gotcha.
it up.
But so while you do that, I remember the mod that I was talking about was the revamped skill tree. One of my favorite parts of that is they do things like the heavy armor tree is when you're like one of the main high up skills is when you're donned in all heavy armor. You can cause enemies to flee if you walk towards them slowly.
Edge walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just got that mod
that
a couple
mod is
days
cool.
ago.
They're like,
I love
oh,
that.
Yeah,
shit.
if you're in full decked out heavy armor, they're like, oh crap, because you're just walking towards them.
I love their one of the block ones is that you can do timed blocks. If you block a second before they hit you, it's a time block and it stuns the enemies. But you can like the max upgrade is that it's like you block it and it disarms them and stuns them and like makes you do bonus damage. So like perfectly timed blocks look so cool. It like slows down time, stops, their weapon goes flying. You're like parrying them.
It's like a
awesome.
parry. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's cool.
That sounds awesome.
Those mods are so good.
I hope
so many good
that
mods.
they put the mods on the Switch now that I'm getting it, though.
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
So what about we can move on to your game. Do they have your game on the Switch?
No.
I can't
No.
believe they haven't put it on.
I
the
know.
Switch yet.
I have a sensation that they're going to. But anyways, my game is the newer Smash Brothers games.
So the new one or just all Smash Bros. In
I
general?
mean, I love them all,
I know
but
you do.
lately I've been playing the newer one a lot because I've like went to tournaments for the newer Smash game, and I'm getting really freaking good at it. And I just want to go like get money and whoop people's ass at Smash Brothers.
This guy.
I mean, if I'm good at something, I want to go pursue it, and I'm good at freaking Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
I want to go kick people's ass all the time. Let's Smash.
I believe it's this Skyrim Bruma.
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 Let me see. Squeaky chair.
That's a mod. You're on Nexus. That's the mod thing.
Okay, then they're
That's
releasing
the main
new
mod
mods.
website for Skyrim.
But literally, they add the whole thing to it.
That's
That's
so
cool.
Yeah,
though.
no,
It's still
that's
cool,
what I was talking
regardless
about.
of whether or
saying
not it's a
cool,
mod.
But yeah, we're talking.
Knowledge.
They're redoing all the Morrowind.
That's cool. Just
all of
like
Oblivion.
yeah,
Are they?
they
That
will
sounds
release. They will release Skywind someday, and I am so excited. Josh, did I ever tell you what Skywind was? You heard it on one of the podcasts.
Morrowind and Skyrim together.
Morrowind
right?
remade in the Skyrim engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Morrowind holds a special place in my heart. It's the best Elder Scrolls game ever. So good. Scrolls of Incarnate Flight. Can't beat them.
The 3 you get.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll continue with the game, but just real quick, that reminds me of a video I just watched of Skyrim. Apparently, when you eat a lot of skooma, when you eat skooma, it gives you like lots of speed.
Yeah.
The stamina, yeah.
I watched someone like pump 500 skoomas and just fly across the map.
Well,
Like they literally broke the game because they pumped like 12,000 after that, and it was just insane. Like anytime they'd move, it would like go into like dimensional rifts and weird stuff. It was crazy.
It's like Star Wars
keep up with the
Skyrim.
loads.
But anyway, Smash Bros. Let's get into
have you guys
the
played
meta
Smash
of this
Brothers?
game. Yeah, I played a little bit.
I have the new one, the newest one.
Yeah.
The newest one I bought for my 3DS, and I got rid of it.
Can you play
It's
with?
boring.
Oh, you don't have any more. Was
I
gonna say,
didn't
can you
like
play
not
through
having
across
the dual
3DS and the Wii U.
Kind of. It's kind of stupid, if you ask me.
It's kind of stupid.
Because all you can really do is hook up your 3DS to it and like port your Mii characters over, or your
Oh.
custom characters through between the
Who
two,
uses custom
and
characters?
use the 3DS as a controller.
Yeah, the
So
only
like,
character
if
you
you're
ever need
used
is
to the
Cloud.
3DS using a controller, then you can use it. But I don't know. Like I like to play as Ryu, and Ryu is perfect for the little 3DS joystick and stuff. It's just so quick.
He's in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Cloud is in Smash Bros. What? Cloud
Yeah.
is the best
Okay.
character.
Oh my
So Street
god.
Fighter and Final Fantasy are all in Smash
Yeah,
Bros.
dude.
Yeah.
Ryu is in Smash Brothers. Cloud is in Smash Brothers. Bayonetta.
Well, that one makes sense.
Yeah.
Bayonetta's only been on Nintendo consoles.
Cloud
So.
and
No, Cloud is awesome. Cloud's an awesome.
That was such
Love
like
Cloud's been-
when that was released.
so who else?
Just mostly like characters from their older games, like Lucas,
Okay.
Roy, Mewtwo, of course.
But yeah, when we were saying when Cloud was released, what?
I was taking a final,
What?
and I finished the final early, so I was looking at my phone and watching the Nintendo Direct while Cloud was being announced in the middle of friggin' class. And freaking out in my head because they announced Cloud, and I was not expecting that at all.
Your teacher's looking at you and you're just like dripping in sweat. And she's like, he already turned in his final. What's he freaking out about?
Oh my god.
I loved it. Oh my gosh. I went nuts. I went
So that's
ballistic
your main
thinking.
character?
No, okay,
Is,
so
Ryu?
the character that I've been playing as in tournament lately is Pikachu.
Pikachu?
From this original one, he's been in all 4 of the games so far, and I've loved him since the beginning.
So, it just... Way back in the day when you were like 4 or 5 years old, you beat my ass at Smash Bros.
You'd probably do worse now.
Well, yeah, no.
Better at it. but,
I'm
like,
not into that game. I played Smash Bros. Melee quite a bit, and
He
like,
tries-
by myself, I wasn't really huge into it. But
I love the Smash Brothers games. I will play them so much because I played Nintendo. As you guys know, I'm buying a Switch. I love Nintendo altogether. I play so many of their games, so like seeing all of them mashed up together with their moves and stuff, I love it. Like in the new Smash Brothers, they actually made Link's dash attack a jump attack, which they finally implemented into Smash Brothers, even though it's been there since early on. Oh, I love it.
I just used Link and just did the spin jump all day. That was my go-to right there.
I love Smash Brothers.
I loved the Fire Emblem characters. Martha and Roy were my mains until I started playing with Cloud. I was like, Cloud is just a better version of them. Cloud's so good.
He's ridiculous.
He's got like and you know way more than me, and you'll probably be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" But from what I could see, he seemed like he was not so much combos, more just really heavy hitting.
Yeah,
he's got one. He just like swings once, but it does like as much damage as somebody's combo. So.
Yeah, so like so Pikachu with I'll do a big intricate combo, and it will be really hard to get out of. But I'll do a big intricate combo, and it'll only do like 30-something%. And Cloud can do that in 3 hits. Nice. So Cloud's just superly strong in that game.
That's crazy. I did play a game that was kind of similar called Brawlhalla. You ever played Brawlhalla?
Is that like...
So it's pretty much just a Smash Bros. Knockoff, but with like little Valhalla looking characters and stuff. I have a video of it. I can show it to you. But
yeah, it's a
watching some videos of those things. I noticed that there's this thing where 2 people, when it's like 2 versus 1, 2 people will get one person locked. Like in a constant bounce back and forth.
So there was a thing in Melee with ice climbers, okay, and it was called Wobble. Like there was a guy named Wobbles, and he was like a big tournament guy. And the reason they call it Wobbles is because ice climbers in Melee was 2 separate characters. And
he'd do it by himself.
So yeah, you'd literally be able to get them. You'd be able to grab it and then be able to hit them with the character that grabbed them, and then hit it with the second character, and just hit them over and over and over, and put them into 100% hit stun.
I saw these people when
were they banned from tournaments because of that?
Yeah, there's been characters
like 2 versus 1 though, but I've seen like 2 versus 1 where people just do it with multiple characters, just ping pong a person.
That's so
back and
hard.
forth.
That's what makes Cloud so easy. As you can do that all the time.
Into that. It's crazy. Steve,
my game.
What's your game, bro?
Speedrunners.
What is this game?
It's literally okay. So you know what speedrunning is, right?
I love speedrunning.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of speedrunning. No. So it's like a really really like fast paced action like like competitive multiplayer where it's just 4 people and you run in a circle around this map, right? And there's different obstacles and you can pick up power ups and there's like boosters and stuff like that. And you're just running and trying to be the last one alive. And when like the first person dies, so it's 4 people. When one person dies, the map starts closing in on them like this red square. And if you touch the red square, you die. No, it's completely. It's 2D. You're like running around this circular map, and it's just so amazing because there's like grappling hooks. We shoot it out, and like the whole distance of the if you have eyesight to somebody, it grabs them and makes you switch places with them. It's so intense and so fun.
It's like a platformer race?
Yeah, it's like a racing game. You just race in circles to be the last one alive.
How's it played? Like, what console and stuff?
It's, I'm not sure everything it's on. I know it's on PC and I know it's on the Xbox. I'm not sure about the PS4. I assume it would be.
It's on the Xbox, so is it like multiplayer on a single console?
It's multiplayer on a single console or online. And the weird thing is...
Would we be able to play that?
We might be able to.
Could. That was going to be my versus game.
Cool.
But it's just so intense and so fun, and it's like it's the first to win three rounds, and you're just racing, and there's like you pick up like different things, like there's like a drill that like it's basically like a star in Mario Kart where you just like hit through everything and like murder them. Nice. And it's like, but you have to like jump off walls. You have a grappling hook, and there's like certain places on the ceilings you can grab with the grappling hook and swing like you're Spider-Man. And it's just an amazing race over and over again. And there's a bunch of maps. And on the PC, it's actually workshop, so you can just download as many maps as you want that people make. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's different skins.
Like there's Steam or something.
Yeah, there's a skin of a fat guy in a chicken suit, so you're just sprinting around as a fat guy in a chicken suit, stuff like that. Me.
So you guys will figure it out very quickly with these types of games. I'm a super like competitive human being, like super bad.
Like, I want to play.
So like I have a lot of fun with video games, but I have so much more fun with beating other people at video games. I love it.
Competitive. That's cool.
I'm super competitive.
We'll have some fun doing that.
Yeah, so I'm like looking forward to this.
We will. So, what were you gonna say, Keith? Come on, just spit it out. You got this.
Oh man, when he starts talking about competitive, I was getting that.
Oh, Keith gets angry. I gotta play some Minecraft, damn it.
No, when he starts talking about competitive, it always comes back to Destiny for me. Fucking
Getting angry at Destiny. I get angry at Destiny just because I don't like
JJ was telling me that Destiny 2 beta is coming out on like the 17th.
Ooh.
and speaking of Destiny 2 and the beta, I have fully paid off my...
Your pre-order, Keith, is in the go.
Nice.
Me and my friends
I
have
didn't know you were
collectively
pre-ordering
decided
it.
not to get Destiny 2.
Really?
Yeah, because we think it's going to be way too close to the first
You
one.
are all part of the collective mind.
Nah.
Okay, we'll move on to my game. Game that came out a couple months ago.
That was over 6 months ago.
It
now.
wasn't. No,
it was
6
a long
months
time.
ago. It was like 4 months
I
ago.
look at that.
4 months ago, max.
Max.
Resident Evil 7.
Woo.
Have you? Did you guys play Resident
Love
Evil
that
7?
game.
I'm
Either
assuming you
you?
have it.
Yes, I have
We
it.
both have.
I've never
I've
played
played
it.
Resident Evil, but...
So when this game was first announced, I was a little skeptical because they announced, the new Resident Evil is going to be a slow first-person horror game.
That
I
sounds
said, what?
badass, though. It sounds like the
said,
first
what?
Resident Evil game where it was all slow paced.
Well, yeah. The
was-
first Resident Evil game was
almost
the
6
top
months.
down.
It was
Oh, my-
January,
shut
20
up, Steve.
January
Okay.
24th.
Okay, we're a little behind. I'm still loving it. I'm playing it a while, but I was a little skeptical. I'm like, no, this can't be good. I liked the other Resident Evils until I thought, I liked 5 a little bit. Didn't like 6.
It's-
Revelations,
with the
they're releasing all
actions,
those
like,
games
what's
that
going on?
Like
since 4 that play style was a little played out.
And,
Okay.
yeah,
And I'm
they
like,
tried to
maybe
make it
this will be fresh. And then they released the first, the first
TT,
hour.
the playable demo.
Yeah, the
Or
playable demo.
trailer.
And it scared the piss out of me.
That's awesome, though.
Oh, like, oh my
So
god, this is
good.
going to be amazing. And then the game released. Oh my god. The game is so good.
See,
So-
I've always liked the Resident Evil games when I actually play them, but I haven't actually played very many of them, and I'm assuming that the Resident Evil games
So you
have
don't-
like some sort of story behind
Yeah,
them.
you don't really have to play any of the stories to
Yeah, it's
do
basically
this one.
completely different. The
So
only thing
it does
is
connect. It does connect with as far as characters in the end and stuff
at
like
the
that.
very end of the game.
But it's kind of a whole story in its own,
Good.
and it's freaky as fuck. It'll have you jumping the whole way through. Most people, I highly recommend playing it, but most people's complaint with it was the length of it. Because if you're going through it really, really fast, not
Like
stopping
wanting
for
to play
everything,
the game.
you can beat it in about 4 hours.
No, way less. Oh, or you're just talking about normal, not
I'm
trying
talking
to speedrun.
not trying to speed run. If
Giving
you
your
already know
speed runs.
everything,
Well,
later on you can get speed boots and stuff like that.
The first time I was like, you know what? I feel like I could actually speed run this game. It's the first game I've ever felt like I could speed run. The first time I tried to do it, I beat it in under an hour. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
I
Like,
tried
feel
to do
really
that.
good.
I tried to do that, but my tactic was off because I was still stopping for certain things because I thought that would help me, and I beat it in like an hour and 15 minutes.
But still.
Yeah, that's that was like the second time I played it. But the game is quite an experience, man. It's just freaky.
I can't do any scary games. Like, they scare the the way I played Outlast, the first one, was watching my friends play it in the same room and being just as scared as the person actually playing it. And, like, that game, immediately, I'm like, this is going to scare the fuck out of me, but this is really good.
Yeah,
and I'm
but
gonna
that's
keep
awesome.
playing
That's
it.
what you want.
There's so many
I can't
moments
do it. I don't
when
like
you
scary
go.
games. I have to stop playing after, like, 10 minutes of playing the scary game.
There's so many moments in this game where you think you're safe, and then you go to walk through a door that you just came out of, and then something comes to that door at you, and you go, ah! And you go, oh, you turn around and run.
See, that's exactly how I felt in the first Resident Evil game, though. That's exactly how I felt, where you'd walk in and you'd see, like, one zombie, and you'd be like, shit, run away!
Yeah, no, it's the exact same thing. Like,
Yeah,
overall,
I mean-
like, there's, like, 10, like, different enemies. There's, like, 2 different enemies in
The
that game.
the
But there's,
newer
like, 10
previous
enemies in that
ones
game.
turned into a straight action game.
Uh-huh.
Whereas this one's gone back to its horror. The first person gives it
Yeah,
a really good feel.
Yeah.
You get a real, like,
that's one thing
personal
that
feel
that
with the
game wasn't.
character.
And here's the thing, it is on VR.
Yeah. It is on
So
VR.
PlayStation VR is a good way to play it apparently, and that shit'll scare the balls off of you.
God, there's some
Playing that
Off
game.
of me.
I don't know if I don't know if I would
too.
ever dare to play that game in VR,
no
especially
way,
not
no
the
way.
first time.
Figure it out. I would love to play that game in VR.
Oh my god,
I would love it.
just there's this one point where you're fighting a boss or you're about to fight a boss and shit comes through the window. I remember
It's
Steve.
shit out of you without the
Steve
VR.
was not looking the right direction.
Oh, I made a clip of it. Oh God,
he was looking up
I've
and
never
something
like
behind him.
jumped as much in my life because I was like, I do that thing in scary games where I'm like, I know this fucker's here, and I'm like walking up.
See, I did the opposite.
I'm walking up the staircase
exactly
backwards. I'm like,
from.
it's gonna be on the balcony above me. It's gonna be a jump scare or something. I'm like, and then I hear a noise. I'm like, what? And then I get grabbed from where I should have been looking. Like it was gonna come from where I should have been looking. They got me so good. They're like, oh, we know they're going to be looking up that way.
See, I was looking where it was coming from, but it still scared the crap out of me. I knew it was coming from there, too.
Oh my God,
It's
right after that,
so
it came out of the
creepy.
ceiling.
The thing
too,
that screws me up with horror type things is the music. The music, it doesn't have like a good creepy soundtrack to it.
Yeah, you got to turn it up. There's certain points where there are parts in the game where something will appear, and if you're not looking in the right direction, you'll miss it completely. You won't see it. It's like Easter egg. Like there's a lady that is sometime or is like standing off in the trees sometimes, and if at a certain point in the game you look out in the trees, she'll be there. And also the same case with the staircase in the house.
Wait, what? Oh, she'll be there?
Yeah, she'll be standing there, but she'll disappear. There's just this shit.
Creepy little
It has nothing to do with the game.
But you can't interact with it because it's gone before you can get there.
This is grandma.
There's just this girl, this young girl with
Really?
long dark hair that you'll see her out in the trees or you'll see her at the top of the staircase.
I didn't know that. I played through the game like 4 times. I've never seen it. But yeah, I don't doubt it because I'm sure it's
one of them.
Sense.
It's in the first hour, the first.
I know like the main staircase and the main
area,
when
you're first walking into the house, she's off in the woods.
Oh, really?
And then that main staircase, when you turn to the right, she's up at the top of the staircase.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
I was always too focused on what was in
Did
front of me.
you find that?
I did not. I looked it up.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, but there's so many things in that game. There's puzzles that you'll never find unless you take your time and go through and search everything.
But that's the best part.
Yeah, I know. There's all kinds of
Josh
loot
would
and
get
stuff.
lost in the puzzles.
DLC.
What do you want to tell them about the gear, real quick? The equipment. You have very limited inventory space. You don't get like super awesome guns that you upgrade and everything.
Do you get like a surplus of ammo?
No.
That's good.
You get very limited ammo.
Yeah, the first one. But of course, like
your second playthrough, you can get crazy ammo because there's a universal stash and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, if you like, there's certain things like speedrunning it. Like if you beat in a certain amount of time, you'll get like special gear. It's like X-ray glasses, which shows you where items are through walls and stuff like that. And you can also get infinite ammo for like each gun type if you do certain things. It's amazing.
The game sounds like
there's
a game that you
there's
can
no
play
beating
for a
it
long
under
time.
4 hours and you get a infinite ammo RPG though.
No.
Like there was in 5.
No, but you get an infinite ammo like pistol magnum type thing.
Yeah, that one shots everything.
Yeah.
That
2
sounds
shots
awesome.
some things. But yeah. Okay, we can move on.
Okay,
but
so
DLC did come out. I haven't played through all of it. One of the
Just
DLCs is like an escape room. You just basically you have to figure out the puzzles to escape a room.
Oh my gosh!
But at the same time,
Shit's
you're supposed to
attacking
be like locked into bed, and anytime you make a noise or something, the chick's gonna come back and kill you if she sees you out of bed. So you gotta like quickly put everything back the way it was,
or she'll notice and kill
or she'll notice and kill you. You gotta put everything back the way it was and sit back in bed and lock yourself back up.
Yeah, it's
crazy, and you escape the room.
So
and then another one of the DLCs is just a game of blackjack, where if you lose, you like lose a finger, or eventually you die.
Damn,
it's crazy, man. That game is
they've
insane.
got free DLC coming out soon. The one that actually they tease at the end of the game.
Really?
Like there's a splash screen after the credits that's like free DLC coming in. I think it was like June 20th or something, or July 20th.
I want to get back on there and play it.
purchase my stuff. Purchase my stuff.
Purchase. So let's get into some crafts. I've made some. I've done some projects in my time.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like
What
what?
about you, Keith? Well, I just plastic dipped my grill on my car. It's all black now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I tell you, plastic dip is an amazing thing. Hard to apply when there's lots of wind and dust.
Yeah.
I messed it up a little bit, but I just kept spraying over the dust.
You're like, screw
There's
it.
so much plastic dip on that thing. I'm gonna redo it eventually, but right now it's fine. But yeah, I also plastic dipped my gas cap, and when I was at work the other day, the guy I was working with had borrowed his roommate's Jeep, and I said, I have a full can of plastic dip in the back of my car right now. I said, we can just plastic dip a big ass circle on your buddy's driver door just to see him freak out because it peels right off.
That's funny.
He didn't want to do it.
That's a great prank, though.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. But yeah, that's what a project I've done lately. I got some more, but what about you, Keith? Projects.
I've been collecting stuff mostly. Watching videos about making, because I've always wanted to make armor and stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm finally getting around to making a mannequin for my torso so I can actually make armor for myself so I actually have practice.
Are you gonna mold cast your own torso?
So how are you doing
It's really
It's really simple. It's really simple. It's
really like ghetto, but it works.
You take your a fitted shirt and you just put saran wrap around your neck. You have to have a buddy to do this with that you trust. So if you don't have somebody to trust, do not do this.
The saran wrap?
Yeah.
Don't continue. I'll explain more.
Once you're done doing the saran wrap, you have to have a buddy start putting duct tape on around your torso so that it's shaped to you. And then you have to end up cutting the shirt off and just
reduct taping it back together, and then you fill it up with a bunch of stuffing and tape all the holes on it, and it literally makes a torso. And since the duct tape is so strong and it fits your mold perfectly if you're putting it on there correctly, it'll literally fit together to be a perfect mold of your torso. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, make my
I get it. I understand.
I was helping Keith. I'm going to be helping.
So you're
Keith
the friend he trusts.
Trusts. I don't understand why he's deciding to pick me on this because I'm a major prick. So
you do anything stupid, I'm not going to let you tie my arms behind my back.
Tape them to the wall.
Nice. So how far along are you on it?
We haven't even started.
We got the supplies.
It's gonna be a process that we're gonna have to do all.
It's gonna be a 2-hour project. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. You guys ever wanted to play with 3D printers and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh God, I want to get it. Apparently, there's a new one coming out.
My school's
that's gonna be $80 for a personal little 3D printer.
Yeah, but you still gotta pay for the material.
Well, yeah, but that's
awesome.
3D printers take forever.
Can you imagine when 3D printers are actually gonna be a commercial thing?
Well, they're getting there. They're almost
$80.
Yeah,
that's the same as an actual printer.
That's my point. That's freaking awesome, dude.
It's gonna be sweet. But
there's different materials too that you want to watch out when you're getting, because you don't want to get too cheap of stuff, or else you're just gonna have a.
I mean, that's great.
Sculpture.
If you get into modeling on Maya or Blender or something. Mm-hmm. Man, I really like this thing I just made. I'm gonna print it out.
Yeah, that's right.
That's gonna be a new form of art or something like that. Printing out your art that you've created in a 3D thing on your computer.
When they get commercial D&D miniatures, they're gonna be so cheap finally. Instead of $70 for 5 of them.
That's true, because you're gonna be able to create them.
Yeah, exactly.
Sense you could probably just download a file or something on your computer and print it out right there.
You could probably print out a sheet of them,
yeah.
That's 25. 30, 40 characters.
That is just a full sheet. Full sheet. Another thing that is really cool for projects that I've been wanting to do is the Raspberry Pis.
Oh, yeah.
You know those? The little micro board computers? Huh?
You
don't need to. So the Raspberry Pis, you can just upload, or you can load little operating systems on them and stuff.
In there?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you know how to code, it's way better.
So a Raspberry Pi is a little motherboard that has a processor, everything in it, RAM. It's just a little computer, basically. It's got USB ports, micro SD slots. So what I wanted to do with one, and people have done it before, is you take it, you can upload Emulation Station or Linux on it with Emulation Station, stuff like that, and just make yourself a little emulator with thousands of ROMs on it.
What?
Yeah.
I have a friend
and
has one.
So what I planned on doing is taking some acrylic sheets and make myself a little box, like a little console. and mount the Raspberry Pi in there with a power supply in there, some cords for
awesome.
USB ports for controllers, and you just make it clear and just
make like a multi-console.
Make myself a little console that has all these retro games, thousands of them on
and
it.
you can have like they make USB types of all those older controllers and
so
stuff.
That'd
be cool.
I gathered everything up online that I would need and everything. I can do it for like $150, the whole thing.
To have like a older generation console.
The Raspberry Pi. These Raspberry Pis are cheap, $30.
What?
Yeah, $30 for this little mini computer that you can do all kinds of stuff with. And they're powerful enough to run like emulators up to PlayStation 1, stuff like that.
Okay, so like crappy 3D games.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got like
ones,
PS2 emulators and stuff aren't really up to par. Those are hard infrastructures to emulate and whatnot.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good for a freaking mini $30 computer. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. People are doing tons of stuff with them, like little handheld consoles and stuff, little handheld computers. They're sweet. But that's one project I want to do. Have you ever gotten into?
I want to
see with crafting lately. I went camping lately, and I like cutting wood. I like working wood. I'm really smooth with doing it, and I never really actually tried to work into it until lately. But I have fun just like taking a knife to some wood and just creating shit out of it. I don't know. It's a new project that I'm kind of going on with.
You're talking whittling, right?
Yeah, just whittling down wood and creating stuff out of it. Like I want to make.
You started off by saying I like
working
taking wood. I like working with wood.
Well, I like carving the wood, and I'm like in the my next project really with that is I really like chess, and I want to create a chessboard out of like my own wood.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Statues and stuff.
What are you gonna do? You gonna do like a little Diablo as the king?
So I'm gonna the first time I'm just gonna create like a generic chess set, and then I'm gonna start working into like creating like sculptures and stuff to make as my chess figures.
So have you made any cool little figures or anything?
Not very much yet. You
should work on that, and then you can translate that also to like 3D modeling on a computer.
He will hide all this stuff until he gets what he considers good, and normally that's great by then.
You got a good like whittling knife? Or are you just whittling with just crappy stuff?
I'm just.
You should look into getting some good whittling.
Probably taking a little fucking knife like I normally have on me.
I really am. I want to like find an actual good knife for it and get all my supplies set and actually just create it and like take a whole bunch of my time and just do it all at once, because that's the way that I work best.
To make anything intricate like I think you're gonna want to, you're gonna eventually need X-Acto knives to get the eyes and all that.
That'd be cool.
I have an X-Acto knife set.
One of my jobs, I actually delivered to a guy who had his house full of wooden sculptures that he all carved by hand.
That's what I want to do.
It was insane. These things were like beautiful. He had like giant parrots and stuff, like lions. I'm like, holy crap! And he'd walk around off in the hills and find logs and bring them home, and he'd just go to town on them.
And I want to like paint them.
Yeah, he had them painted too.
Because
and he'd sell these things. He'd sell them for a couple $1,000.
One thing that I've kind of always wanted to create is like Nintendo style good versus bad on like chess sets and stuff like that.
See, that's the difference between
like,
painting and
imagine me creating like a Link and Zelda as the king and the queen of like a like Zelda styled chess set between like Ganon's minions and.
That'd be cool. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to sell it.
Copyright. I don't care.
Well, I mean, you could sell them on eBay.
You can sell stuff as like a collector's thing.
Yeah.
I want to create it. I want to create that stuff for me.
That's one thing. That's one of the cool things about sculptures, because even if it emulates something of somebody else's, as long as you put something of you into it, and it's better than a painting, hands down. Because paintings, they're not worth anything. They're not worth anything until you die. Until you die.
Priceless paintings say different.
Yeah, but those people are dead.
No, they all have their. They're all equally as important and nice. All those art.
It's
avenues.
harder to sell painting or drawing.
I don't worry about. I'm not trying. Like, of course, in my eyes, I'm trying to create like some sort of business and something like that. Everybody wants to do that. But my thought with the stuff is, I want stuff for me to have and for me to create projects, and then for me to keep onto them. That's the kind of thing.
That's
So
good.
that's how I want to think about
That's
it.
a good way to go about it.
I like creating things that I want.
So, we're running through this time. So let's get on to Steve's.
All right.
Steve brought us a game to play today.
Google Trends.
Google Trends. What is this?
Okay,
Steve?
so
Explain this to us.
it's just another Google thing like Google Translate, but we can make a game out of it. So I'm
Okay.
gonna give a term or one word, and you guys have to come up with one word to pair with it, and it can go in front or behind it. It can combine to make one compound word or whatever, and then I'm gonna put it in there, and whoever has the most Google searches for that is gonna win the point. So we're gonna do. Oh, I did have 3, but that might come in a 3-way
So you give
tie.
us like a root or something, like a root word, and then we build off of that word.
Yeah,
Try to
okay,
make a
so
good time out
I'll
of it.
explain. Okay,
Give
it's
us an example.
easiest to do. No, I'll just do the first word. The first word I came up with was Trump.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Trump. You come up with one word to go in front of it. Like, it could be like, my
President
example would be
Trump.
like Trump president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
President Trump.
Or President
To go in
Trump,
front,
yeah.
or what?
So it can go
It can
in
be
front of it or behind it. And I'm
any
just going to
word.
put it in there, and I'm going to do each one of yours, and then it's going
Okay.
to come up with a little graph that shows who got the most Google searches.
Okay, can we not do Trump?
Well, then I got to think of something else.
Yeah, think of something.
All right, well, let's start with cowboy. 'Cause we got
Cowboy. Okay,
hats.
it's a cowboy theme this week.
All right, so yeah, everybody come up with one term to go with cowboy.
Gay cowboy.
Gay cowboy?
Oh
Okay.
gosh, that's a
That's
good
gay
one.
cowboy. Okay.
I'm gonna win this one. Come on, Josh. Gotta be competitive.
I am competitive.
I am competitive. Watch, I'm gonna win.
Bum 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 bum.
Come on, who's next?
I don't know. My first thing was like cowboy hat. Was like
Cowboy
my first
hat.
thought.
That's the
That
one
was
right
the
there.
next one I was gonna go to. Damn, I'm not
Because
gonna
you were
win.
wearing a hat.
Cowboy hat's gonna
About-
win.
And you guys
I
were
should've thought
talking
of
about
cowboy hat.
All right, Keith.
I don't know.
Cowboy
I got
boots.
porn
Cowboy
on my side.
boots.
I got
Cowboy
I got
porn, what
on
the
my
fuck?
side.
Yeah, no, Brad's got a point.
I mean, I guess it is.
Porn
the
is like the most
it
searched
is
for
the
thing on
internet.
the internet.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Come on, Steve. Hit us with the results.
We're gonna do the last. What do you guys think? Month or week?
What month?
Month. Okay.
Month.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay
Month.
with that.
Last 30 days.
Come on,
Didn't
Steve.
save that last comparison. All right, I can already see somebody got destroyed.
It's boots. It's
Cowboy
boots.
term.
Maybe it was gay cowboy.
All right, cowboy boots is the winner.
What?
Damn,
Gay cowboy got destroyed.
Yeah.
People don't like gay
I called it.
cowboys.
There
What
was
the
a-
hell? Keith
Okay,
is
so
wrecking us with
cowboy
some
boots with 100, cowboy hat with 58, and gay cowboy with 13 in the last 30 days.
Come on, I'm throwing my cowboy hat down.
All
Keith
right.
just out of nowhere.
Got
For the W, just like, oh no, cowboy boots.
All right.
God, that's like the most obvious one, too. I thot hat would have won.
Cowboy.
Alright, Steve, hit us with another one.
We talked about it quite a bit. Skyrim?
Skyrim, okay.
Skyrim.
Skyrim mods. I win.
Yeah, you got it.
probably. Most
Come on.
likely.
See, you gotta be quick
Skyrim
on
remastered. I don't know.
Oh, shit, that's a good one. Keith's just gonna come in with the W again
Yeah,
at the end. Just,
he's gonna be
oh,
like Skyrim tutorial.
Do you need a Skyrim tutorial?
You know,
Anyway.
I think somebody should put that one in, but he kind of said it, so
Come on, Keith, what's yours? Skyrim tutorial?
I'm gonna go with Skyrim
That's
tutorial because you guys are like pushing
Tutorial?
That
Guys, you're crazy. You're a madman.
Yeah, but that's what you said. You won last time, so you can't say too much.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Try
Come on, Steve, results.
Skyrim mods at 90.
Woo!
Skyrim remastered at 5 and Skyrim tutorial with 1.
Do
One for me.
Do walkthrough.
One for me. Wait, Keith, you changing yours?
No, he's
No,
wants to
I
see
just
it.
want to see it. I kind of
You
wish
can
I went
take
this
your
one.
win.
Skyrim
Jeez.
tutorial.
I don't know. I just threw out the verse.
9?
Oh,
Slightly
damn. You would have beat remastered.
All 9 of those were Keith.
Alright, so Keith has a
He's
point.
like Skyrim walkthroughs.
Keith has a point. Brad has a point.
Hell yeah.
Josh, you're gonna win this one.
Josh
so we're
is
gonna
like,
have to
there's
do
a storm coming.
what else?
How many are we doing? 4?
Well, 3.
Best
Unless there's
of
a
4.
tie, then we'll do
Okay,
a 4.
alright.
Yeah, so best of 4.
We need a third one now.
Poop.
Soup.
I don't know.
Poop.
Let's do.
Steve should have thought of these ahead of time.
Yeah.
Let's do Nintendo.
Oh,
Switch.
no, don't do Nintendo.
Why not?
Do
You
Switch.
said Nintendo's. Oh.
Do Switch.
Huh. That's interesting.
Oh god,
I'm
everybody's
gonna
gonna go
put
games here.
Nintendo
right.
Switch.
Just do Switch, because that can be
I
anything.
feel like it should be.
yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't be any sort of.
Switchblade.
That's one word,
I'm
right?
going with Nintendo Switch, dude.
Nintendo Switch. See, Keith, you could still play off a Nintendo Switch, but just cut out the word Nintendo and do something else about the Switch.
I'm not. I'm gonna stop making.
Okay, stop. You're helping
suggestions.
them out. Man. Come on, Keith. You gotta be quick on these. You let us take all the good ones. Except for cowboy boots. You destroyed us on cowboy boots.
The one that we didn't want to take.
Yeah.
Just looking around in the room.
Just trying to freaking. I'm trying to think. Light switch.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh,
Thinking.
damn. That's a
That's what
good
I
one.
was thinking.
Nintendo Surprise. Nintendo Switch 1.
Okay, so the
75
four.
Nintendo Switch. Light Switch actually had 10, and Switchblade had 2.
God damn it. I thought that was money right there.
I was thinking lag switch because I hear people talk about that so much.
That's not a thing anymore. That's not the way the connections
So-
work now.
Tiebreaker right here.
Yeah, everybody takes.
Whoever
Someone
takes
takes
this
all
one
marbles.
wins.
Gotta think of a
all
term.
the marbles. Think of something completely random that we could put any words towards.
I got something. Radio. This is Fool's Banter Radio.
Radiohead.
Yeah.
Micro radio.
Micro radio?
I don't know. Let's see.
Micro radio.
Let's try and go somewhere else with it.
You know what I'm going for? Portable radio. Boom!
Oh, I thought you were gonna
That's
say.
the W.
I thought you were gonna say radio wave.
No, portable radio.
I'm gonna put in my own.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, hold on. I haven't put in
We
yours
got
yet.
micro radio. We got Radiohead, right?
I'm gonna put radioactive.
Oh, dang.
Ooh, that's also
But
like
portable radio is
But
the
that's
best
also
one.
like a name of a song, so that might give it a little bit more of a kick to it too.
Steve,
Boom, boom.
hit us with numbers.
All
Drum roll.
right, all right, mine doesn't count. But 96 for radioactive. All right, we'll do last place first with micro radio at 3.
What? Micro radio?
Radiohead in second place with 7, and portable radio with 9. Brad
That's
for the
what's
win.
up. 9 for the W. 999.
Radioactive with
terrible.
90.
No.
All of us put
96.
together. All of us put together, besides yours. All of us put together got only 17
No.
searches in the past 30 days.
19 actually.
9 for episode 9. Got the
19. It was
W.
3, 9, and 7.
Oh,
Got the W, yo.
yeah.
That was cool.
Oh my goodness.
We'll do that again, but we'll have it a little more planned, Steve.
Hey, you guys didn't want Trump. That was 3.
That was 3. This guy.
That was perfect.
That's awesome. We'll
I
have to
wouldn't
play more
mind it.
games like that.
Trumpet or
yeah,
trumpet.
we got
Trumpet? Oh,
We'll
that would have
do
been
trumpet.
great.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. I want
Just
to.
change et, put et at the end. Trumpet. It'd probably get worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna compare
You're
trumpet.
gonna
to
try
Trump.
trumpet?
Yeah.
Trumpet to Trump. Who gets more searched?
Oh wait, I just put in trumpet Trump. I forgot to separate them.
The fuck is a trumpet Trump?
90 to 2. That's actually way more than I thought.
45
Trumpet
to
got
1.
2?
Yeah, Trump got 90.
Oh, that's just today.
Oh.
Okay.
So we were doing it just
You should
today.
do all time.
Well, I can only go by day though, because you click on a part in the.
We'll use a bitch, so that was only by today.
We can do the peak of it, like who's at the
Gay
highest.
gay
peak.
cowboy could have totally won right there. Over cowboy boots. Okay, we'll move on to our stories. It would seem, if you guys agree, that we are on a Skyrim day today.
Oh yeah, you.
Rimming it up.
That's right. So my story to start us off is the day that Skyrim was released. Steve, do you remember
11,
this?
11, 11.
11/11/11. Was it 11/11/11?
Yeah.
Was it 2011?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2008 for some
No,
reason.
6 years.
Well, hell. So, Steve and I pre-ordered it. Did we have... We had a PS3 and an Xbox 360?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it
So-
on the Xbox 360.
I got it on the PS3. So we were in this very room here, but we pre-ordered it and we lined up at what was it, noon?
Yeah.
Something like
no,
that.
we got
one or two.
We got there at 1.
We got there at 1.
Remember,
and we weren't the first ones in line.
there were some high school kids.
We were there with 3 of Steve's friends, and there were 2 people ahead of us.
They're like, yeah, we ditched school and got here an hour ago.
I was number 4 in line.
I believe I was right after you. Right?
I can't.
Well, yeah, ours was the same receipt.
Oh,
so.
it was on the same receipt.
I can't say that I've never done that. I've skipped school to go to conventions. I've done it.
Yeah, freaking Snafu Con.
So we sat there. It was cold as hell because it was 11/11/11.
The middle of November.
Yeah, and we were sitting there in front of the freaking GameStop for like hours before anybody else showed up.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy cold as hell, and like people would come up and we'd get like foot warmers or hand warmers from them. We were putting them in our shoes. I think your buddy's mom brought us all coffee and stuff like that.
She brought us pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember exactly what they were, too.
Like we're little frat girls or something.
We're all
Waiting
freezing
for
our
a
asses off.
Pumpkin spice
Skyrim.
lattes waiting for Skyrim.
They were good.
And that was a huge ass line. And by the time it started getting dark, a band came by in front of the GameStop and was playing video game music.
Yeah, just like
Skyrim music. There was
Like-
just this band.
some random band was
That's
like,
awesome.
It was crazy, but that was quite an experience. We were sitting there. So, it was like 10 minutes until midnight when we could have gotten the game. The night before, I had just had a Jack in the Box breakfast bowl. And this shit hit me 10 minutes before the game released. And I've been standing in line for like 7 hours. I gave Steve the receipt, but I had to go take a shit so bad, my ass was about to explode. They hadn't let anybody in yet. And I had to run over to the Scalaries or whatever it is, Rayleigh's, right next to it. And I went over there to the bathroom, and there was someone in the freaking bathroom. Drove me crazy, because he had to go in the way back to go in the bathroom. And finally I did my business. I came back. I'm like, oh no, they already let people in. And they were in line. And I walked up to Steve, who was holding the spot, just as they were about to give him out. I'm like, son of a bitch. I almost lost the games. And so after we jumped in the car. His buddy was giving us a ride home. That was the longest freaking ride home ever.
That's funny because I said earlier before we started, I said I have a story about the release, and it's basically it takes off right where you just ended your story. Where as we were on our way home, there was a bunch of us at that point. Like more people had showed up later, and so we came in 2 cars. And me and Brad are in a car with our friend, and then everybody else is in the other car. And for some reason, they end up right next to each other on this 2-lane road, and we're all heading to the same place outside of town where we live. And they look at each other, and they're like, no, I'm going to play first. So they're going 90 down this road, racing each other to get home and play Skyrim.
What?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't. No, I'm going to play first.
They were racing, and
That's
one of them had
crazy
like
as hell.
the shittiest Honda Civic beat up piece of shit.
You're saying, wait, we were in one of those?
Actually, wait, did you leave with somebody else?
No, I was with
sure,
you.
Are you sure Kyle didn't show up and you left with him? I'm pretty sure Kyle showed up and you left with him.
Who? What do you mean, Kyle?
Kyle.
Kyle? No. No.
No?
I was with you, man, because we
Yeah.
got home and it was after midnight, but we stayed up till how long playing the game?
I don't remember.
Steve and I sat here with the divided up room with our back-to-back CRT TVs playing some ass Skyrim for days. What about you, Keith? Do you recall when Skyrim came out?
Do you recall that?
Do you recall?
I didn't
Fateful day?
pre-order it, unfortunately.
First, Josh, how old were you when Skyrim came out?
I mean, what year was
6
it?
years ago.
Okay, so
2011.
You were 11? Did you play it?
so this is how it was. I had Oblivion, and I played the hell out of that game. But when Skyrim came out, the only person that was really around me that really played Skyrim was Keith, and
He's like raising the hand, like, what
I
up?
have a terrible thing about me to where, and same thing happened with Destiny, to where if I do not want to start a game, if I can't actually play it, And I mean that because Keith would always want to play it.
So same with Diablo.
Yeah, and
back in the day.
That's how it is with a lot of games
Or
that
Zelda.
I play.
I can't stop playing once I start when it's a new game.
It was awesome when Keith. It was awesome when Keith got a GameCube for Christmas because then that meant the rest of us could play Diablo while he played on his GameCube. But yeah, so Keith, when did you get Skyrim?
Oh, I don't remember. It's probably half a year after that because at that point I was used to not having enough money, so it was always about saving. Just wait until it drops price and get it then.
It'll never drop price, Keith.
Yeah, they just released it again and again
and again. It's gonna be Skyrim on the toaster next. SD said.
Yeah, I know. Freaking get Skyrim on your toaster with the LED screen on the side.
That's
You
right.
can toast while you're toasting dragons.
Yeah.
Or the Dragon's Toast.
I think that's the only game I ever really
That's the only
pre-ordered and
midnight
went
release I've
to
ever
a
been
midnight release. Yeah, and it was
Do
crazy.
you remember the
as
first game you ever bought?
hell.
With your own money?
Yeah, I do.
No, I don't.
I do. You know what it was?
What's yours?
What?
You might remember.
Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead 1, yeah. Bought a used copy from GameStop for like $40 with my own money.
Really?
First game I ever bought.
Where'd you
I'm
get the
pretty
money?
sure it would have
I
been
remember.
one of the million times I bought fucking Diablo.
Oh yeah, I probably bought Diablo 2 with my own money. I think actually I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh game
How
on the
many
PlayStation 1.
how many copies of Diablo 2 did my household go through when you were there alone?
I don't know, we only needed 2. We never got any of the CD keys banned.
Well, it wasn't
Till later.
The band stuff. Like anytime it was banned, it was a few days. We just
You didn't
it
soft
started
Well,
go.
I just mean, no,
But
like full
people would
ban
break
from
my
hacks.
CDs or steal them. Is what would happen.
Oh, you just mean having to buy a new battle chest because you can't actually install the game anymore. I got you.
No, because people break it. They just break the discs. I don't know how.
We just pull them out and go, "Pow."
Yeah.
I love playing Diablo, but I'm going to break this.
This is my favorite game ever.
Most of the time, I think it was stolen because.
Who's stealing your Diablos?
Man, people really gotta play Diablo.
Come on,
We
what
gotta
was the
steal
other
Diablo.
scumbags we were around at that time?
I don't know. All I saw was
Brett.
the barbarian and the druid and the necromancer.
God damn.
Those are the only scumbags I saw. Not
Yeah.
even death can save you from
Those
me.
necromancers that summon like hella skeletons and you're trying to fight them and they have hella fucking
Oh
skeletons.
man, they had to nerf those skeletons.
Because it would lag the shit out
Well,
of the
yeah,
game.
they reduced it down from like 40 skeletons to like 12.
Yeah, but getting
'Cause
attacked
you-
by
you
an army of
crash people's games.
skeletons.
That's
yeah.
actually, I found out later on, that's how they were duplicating stuff. Because it would crash the
lag
server.
the hell out of the game, yeah.
They'd use the skeletons to crash the servers, and they'd do some other things, and it would duplicate.
But
So
you
that's the reason they
Came out. That's the reason why.
reduce the skeleton amounts and stuff.
you want to take a guess on what my first game that I bought with my real money was?
What's that? Smash Bros?
Smash Bros. Brawl.
Brawl?
Brawl.
What are you
Uh-huh.
Damn!
Saved up $60 to buy that like a week after it came out. Yeah, I wanted that game.
Oh
Crazy.
god! Now we're on the Blizzard thing, and I'm thinking about fucking StarCraft, the 64 version.
I
How
have
it-
that one.
StarCraft
Yeah,
on the
the-
64?
The Nintendo
Uh-huh.
64, yeah, it was on the
I thought
Nintendo 64.
it was in the PlayStation.
Nobody
It was the
played
first
it.
one
There,
that
there was
Nobody
only
played it on
there's
the
a very
Nintendo
limited
64.
release.
But I have it.
Very limited
But I
release.
have it. But
Well,
no
the-
one will play it.
Well, quickly after they released it for the 64, they had the other.
They released
Other
expansions
systems-
for it. They released expansions for it, and there's no expansions for it on the 64. That was the biggest
Yeah,
problem.
you had to get an expansion pack thing.
A cartridge that you
Cartridge.
shove up the ass of the cartridge and
Mhm.
With the controller, right?
it evolve into
Yeah.
the next
The
Pokemon.
memory cards and the controller. Oh, those were the days.
Memory cards in the controller.
That's so
But
weird.
basically, they
Nothing
moved
ever
it.
used it. Even the Xbox 360 had those.
Yeah, I know.
And nobody ever used that shit.
You know how expensive?
The Xbox 360 memory cards were?
No, the
Yeah.
game was.
What game?
The StarCraft for the 64. Not, you
I
know
assume
what price? It's like
Based on game prices
Last year
now,
it was like
probably
40.
like $40 then as well.
it was $40 last year. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, that's because the price has gone up.
But
I'm
we
sure
got-
there was several years.
See, okay,
between now
so
and then where it
since
was
this
like
is kind of
$1.
like a little story section, I suppose, I might as well put my story behind my StarCraft 64 version.
Okay.
So, my neighbor that I had, his name was Miguel. And he was younger than me by like a year, and he had the parents that would always like go buy him just whatever, just random bullshit that they'd find. They'd be like, oh, well, maybe you'll like this game, buy it for like $2 from like a thrift store or something, right? Well, so he'd always have all these games, and whenever he found one that was like a jewel, I'd always con him into like trading me it or something, or like letting me buy it from him.
Whenever the kid that always got whatever he didn't want,
and then I get it.
I'd always like convince them, oh, you don't want this, but I could use it. I'll do something with it.
Or
like that.
oh, I know that game, and then they're like, well, I tried it and I didn't really like it. And I'd be like, give it to me then, like seriously. And that's how I got it. And then it turned out later that I found out the game was like $60, so like worth like $60, and he just gave it to me. So I was like,
nice.
tongue out to you, boy.
That's pretty sweet. I think I convinced
I did that so many times to him.
See, I was a kid that always got like random shit, and I would like try to make it work. And Jimmy, I noticed Jimmy wouldn't do
fire
it.
catapult. So obviously you found a bunch of random shit.
No, that was
work.
all kinds of shit in Keith's yard.
That's what I'm saying.
That was. I think we used a garden hose to tie the top beam to the sawhorse. And then we had like some tires on the heavy side.
Oh my god!
Yeah, talk about creating things.
Dude, yeah,
that should
like,
be the craft section.
I go out into our yard because we live like rednecks out here. There's a bunch of shit in our yard and our shit. I go out there. I'm like, man, 10-year-old me would have so much fun out here.
Yeah, with all the spiders, all the spooters, bro.
No, we got
You
so
don't
much
care. You
junk
just want
that
to build shit,
Yeah,
dude.
build shit and
Yeah.
I remember. I'm pretty sure you were there for quite a few times where like we had axe heads that had no handle, and we just.
Well, that's what I was saying,
shove-
dude. You'd shove a broken 2x4 in there, and you'd wedge more splinters of wood in there to hold it, and you'd swing that around, and you'd put electrical tape on the
Or
handle
it'll just
part,
eventually fly off,
and it'll
you'll be like, oh shit!
and you'll be swinging it at a tree or something. It'll go flying towards your friend's head.
The axe head would fly off. The
You
fucking
think that it's
stake.
gonna hold on there? It never does.
It did work.
Sit there
It
and
did.
sharpen the bitch.
See, Keith still
Not
does that
very
stuff
good.
though. Like a few years ago for his birthday, I gave him like a really nice hunting Bowie knife.
Yeah.
And he fucking stuck it on the stick of a metal pole. Stuck it on
God,
the tip of it.
you can't
and made
give
a
him
fucking
real shit.
spear out of a Bowie
You can't
knife.
give him real
weapons.
shit. Man, build fucking
If I don't get
make more
real
dangerous space shit out of it.
Well, it's still stuck on there. Like, I have to try
He's
to.
like,
pull-
it's still on there.
It's funny.
Swing it around all the time.
But Keith makes some crazy stuff. Like, I remember one time I was just
It's
walking in
upgraded.
his room.
It's up
And I was
he
just-
sees Tim the Toolman Taylor in that bitch.
I was just walking to his room, and I just walked past him, and he would have his chair and his desk and his TV. And then I'd have to squeeze behind his chair to be able to get to the other side of his room, because he had a tiny room.
you find
But,
this interesting.
You mean a walk-in
Level
closet?
+1 weapons.
I scraped my side on a fucking big old fishing lure that was sitting outside of Keith's fucking dresser. I cut
Did he have it attached to a stick?
He had it attached to a fucking chain. He had a chain.
It was a deep water
and a-
fishing hook. It looks like a fucking mace head.
So he used it as a mace.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was ridiculous. So like I pulled it out and I was like,
fuck them fish
I was
up.
like, I was like,
Fish
what
battle.
the hell is this, Keith? And he's like, I created it last night. I'm like,
created
I cut this shit out of myself on it. Put this crap away.
Yeah, I learned how to.
It was
Keith, it needs some weight to it to do damage unless you're going fishing
that was
with
a
a
big
flail.
old, that was a
figured
big
out
old
what
hook.
It's a
needs-
deep sea fishing
You
hook.
need to get
That-
Keith
and
the
with weight.
magnetic weapon racks.
It's
so
literally
he can
the
put
size
his
of a-
ghetto weapons on the magnetic weapon rack so people don't get cut on it.
He's always had nunchucks with like freaking
Duct tape.
Spikes,
or,
these guys,
electrical
spikes.
tape. Electric
with
tape.
with electrical tape on it. He's always had nunchucks with electrical tape on them.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I really always thought I should do a video or something on this.
There, dude, you should totally do videos on
These
your
are-
homemade weapons.
These are my ghetto weapons.
We'll
that
do-
I
we'll
create.
do- we'll do
DIY
Fool's
weapons.
Banter, Keith's homemade weapons.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Let's make that a thing. I guarantee you, I can find at least 5 of them
There
within
you
the next
go.
week.
There you go. You got your phone. Just start recording.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Crystal Peak tomorrow. And
There you go. Go make a new one.
Say,
Make a video. This is how to make a weapon for yourself out in the wild. Keith's outdoor made weapon.
Have like little
survival weapon.
Steve, that is still a jamming cowboy hat on you. I took mine off.
I had to put it back on.
I feel like I can't rock it as well as you can. You just got that face. You got that pretty cowboy baby face.
Cowboys don't have baby face.
Alright, it's time for us to end. You guys got to get going. So, thank you for listening. Everyone is listening. If this is your first time, our show is available on iTunes.
You didn't do it.
What?
You didn't ask the question.
How you doing, Keith?
How you doing, Keith?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Are
you
you doing
I
pretty good?
I guess you never asked.
That's
that
true.
question.
We had a dramatic moment with Edwin and Josh there. It totally threw off. How you doing, Keith? Say it again. Just okay. There, we just got to catch up.
I'm gonna clip it.
Yeah, there you go. but anyway, got that?
Sometimes we have strokes during the podcast.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You know what?
They're few and far between, but you know when they're happening.
Wait, you want to know what's funny about that? Yesterday at the store.
Did you have a stroke?
Yeah,
No. I'm talking about the
was that after making too many weapons?
I say it at the store now.
Yeah,
You say it everywhere. You've always said that though.
How you doing? Pretty good.
Well, yeah,
but
you
I'm
just brought
noticing
it
it
here.
now.
Okay, let me get through this. Trying to get through the outro. We're just having too many strokes. Okay, our podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and also YouTube, where we're going to be uploading some more videos. We have some awesome gaming videos there already, so please go subscribe to those. You can also follow us on Twitter at FoolsBanter or on Facebook by going to facebook.com/FoolsBanter. Please leave us a review or send us some feedback. Make our show a little bit better. Yep. All that good stuff.
Tell me what I need to fix.
Yeah. Tell Keith what awesome weapon to make next, and he will make it, and we will record it, and it'll be sweet. And then Josh will cut himself on it a little later on.
Is that what this is going to turn into? Is Keith making weapons?
Yeah, that's right. We'll have a section in the podcast where Keith brings his weapon of the day.
Showcases his weapon.
And you can watch it on this video. So yeah, any questions or comments are welcome. Please send them. And as always, clean your butts. Yeah.
Wait, what's the lesson from today?
Yeah.
What is it?
When walking through Keith's walk-in closet.
Oh, we had something. Somebody already said something at the beginning of the...
Who said something?
Keith said something. I don't remember what it was.
Was it pretty good?
No, he didn't
No,
say that.
you didn't say that. That's
Anyway, when you're walking through Keith's walk-in closet, be sure not to scrape yourself on deep-sea fishing flails.
Don't let a knife on a stick fall on you. That's bad.
Don't buy Keith real weapons, because then he'll make dangerous fake weapons. All right, cool. Have a good one.